flowers of spring are blooming, and the energy of abundance is upon us, signaling summer's rise. And so today, wild ones, I wanted to take you with me into my witchy workings in early spring with Mayflowers as I literally capture the essence of spring in little tiny jars. I love being an herbalist. I love being a green witch, and today you will get a glimpse into how I fuse the two together. I think anyone can be an herbalist, and anyone can be a green witch, and both can actually call to one as a life purpose. But these two don't always marry for every practitioner. In fact, I know many green witches who only use herbs in spell work they purchase, and they don't forage for plants, nor do they have their own garden. Each practitioner is unique, and that is what I love about meeting other witches. We have so much in common, but certainly very different ways of working our craft. There is a true openness, and I will say it now, you will probably hear it again and again, wild ones. Anyone can be an herbalist, and if you're a witch, you can be whatever kind of witch you like. There is a freedom to be found in both worlds. In my witchy world, I see through the eyes of a green witch and as an herbalist. And for me, these two parts of myself harmoniously work together for good. I create with flowers both for magical purposes and for medicinal purposes. And when you really think about flowers at their essence, they are life givers. So let's engage in this meaningful work together and keep on watching. As a green witch, I find flowers to be one of the most delightful medicines in spring. But then I am drawn to the new leaves as well. I find early spring to be overwhelming in some ways because I'm a green witch and I want to make use of every plant I can. Sometimes I have to remind myself that slow and steady wins the race and stop myself from overdoing it. I could easily get sick with fever from all of the excitement. I think most foragers feel this way. Let me know in the comments if this happens to you too, or if you have any advice for this kind of ailment. It's a mixture of time management challenges and the emotional state I find myself in every gateway between seasons, but certainly the most energetic is spring to summer. I have left some recipes down below for you wild ones, and if you're interested in green witchy content, click the like and do subscribe. And so it begins with dandelions and violets. I harvest dandelions for her roots, her leaves, and her flowers. I adore dandelions. She can easily be one of my favorite plants. She is a bold one. She is a shining, independent plant that longs to be free in the wind. She is deeply grounded in herself, so much so that her roots are full of essential medicine for digestion, as she knows all about how to digest the good and the negative aspects of life. She is a leader, and she is boldly honest. This is why I use her medicinally for a digestive system reboot, but also to keep me grounded in my life. And hold on a minute. I am realizing as I describe her that she might be the perfect medicine for the ailments I just described above. So perhaps I need to save some of this medicine for next year and take her just before she flowers. This might in fact be the answer I am seeking, wild ones. What do you think? And this is a great example of how green witchcraft and herbalism can indeed be married harmoniously. Now, violets on the other hand are groupies. She lives in clusters with her supportive friends. She is sensitive and longs to be part of the wholeness of life. She's full of support for the lymphatic system, the lungs, and heals the heart. She helps us to breathe in and breathe out, deeply feeling connected to the relationships we have in life and to live into interconnectedness with self and others. She clears blockages in many systems and brings one to balance. And just like that, kitchen witchery spells are cast and cakes are made with both of them to celebrate the second wave of both these flowers who go to seed. Dandelion blowing in the wind only to be reborn again, The second wave is a sweet wave, and there's not as many flowers this time. And just as the dandelion season dies down, a new flower emerges, lilac. When lilac flowers, the whole world smells of summer. She was used as the flower of courtship and is often used in protective spells. Lilac is a sweet flower, and she represents new love. She will aid in healing as she brings blood flow, and she is useful in treating IBS, inflammation of the intestines, and works specifically on constipation. I was delighted to work with her this year because I was recently diagnosed with IBS, and it's been really hard, wild ones, to say the least, but I have been super upbeat and manifesting ways to find my own sense of wellness. And so the medicine making for now is done, and all there is to do is to wait for these medicines to become over the next several weeks. As a green witch waits for a spell to build and then to be manifested in life, I also see this creative process, this rising of medicine happening within herbal medicine. I see a real recapitulation between the two forms of creation. My intention for this medicine, which is my personal stash, was infused with much love and magic for my own sense of well-being. I can't wait to strain them, label them, and enjoy them. And I am sending you blessings, wild ones, each one of you, and wishing you a happy early summer and end of spring. And as always, come and find me again.